What is up, DramaAlert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keepstar. Let's get right into the news. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got news. We got an update on Logan Paul, KSI, but that's not the main story. We got info on Jake Paul and Deji, but that's not the main story. The main story today is Ninja and Drake playing Fortnite. Last night, the internet broke. The #1 trending names in the United States was Drake and Ninja, as the two got together, breaking world records playing Fortnite on Twitch. Over 635,000 concurrent viewers watched these legends go at it. Apparently, the whole thing was set up through Kim.com. Ninja ended up playing with wide receiver Juju, Kim.com, Travis Scott, and Drake. At its peak, Ninja's stream with rapper Drake had over 635,000 concurrent viewers, surpassing Dr. Disrespect's previous non-tournament record of 388,000 viewers. This stream last night was like the main thing that literally everybody was talking about. And Ninja was gaining so many Twitch subs. I mean, it was just insane. This is a screenshot of his chat. Those are all Twitch Prime subs. And in case you're not familiar with Twitch, like when somebody subs you on Twitch, they're giving you $5 a month. And currently, at this moment, Ninja has 190,000 Twitch subs, meaning that Ninja is about to break another record. He will be the first solo Twitch streamer to bring in $1 million gross a month in Twitch subs. Now, when I tweeted this out last night, I had some replies saying no one deserves that much money. Legends do. Entertainers do. There's a reason why they give LeBron that much goddamn money. But listen, this thing was so big, literally everyone was talking about it, that other rappers were trying to get involved. Lil Yachty said this: "I'm online, let's go." And then the rapper Logic had this to say: "Tell the boy Drizzy he don't want it with Bobby." Ninja then read out what Logic said to Drake, and this is how it played out.
He said, "Tell the boy Drizzy he don't want it with the Bobby."
Tell him to pull up with a squad. He could get slapped out too.
Oh shit!
Woo, damn. Now Post Malone had this to say: "PUBG is still better." False. I declare this to be a false statement. All right. I'm sorry, Austin, but it's just true. Now listen, there are clips of Drake and Ninja playing Fortnite last night all over YouTube. But, you know, this is kind of like a known thing that people like take his clips and then upload it to YouTube. But Ninja has his own YouTube channel. I want to make sure that you guys know about it. It's literally just Ninja with 4.6 million subscribers, and he has been uploading clips of the stream last night on his YouTube channel. And during this stream last night, there were a bunch of rumors that Ninja might actually join FaZe. And to that I would say, I don't think you need to, Ninja. Look, I'm not putting any hate out on FaZe, but like, FaZe would be like a thing to help you grow. Ninja is so much bigger and so much, like, he doesn't need like an Optic or a FaZe or a Simon. He doesn't need anything like that. Unless he's like getting some ownership, then I'd say, yeah, then join. If they're giving you some ownership, and join. FaZe Banks tweeted out, "Gamers taking over. Whose dick do I have to suck to get my mans in FaZe?" Now, because Drake was playing Fortnite with Ninja, there were a ton of Fortnite Drake memes. We're gonna share some of them for you. Ninja himself tweeting out this one. And then, of course, a bunch of people were saying that there's going to be a new dance in Fortnite known as the Hotline Bling. And, of course, we had Drake in the Fortnite bush. But my favorite of all is this. Do you remember the Drake cover Views? Well, somebody put Drake on the tower over at Lonely Lodge. I just love it. Also in the news, another popular Twitch streamer known as Dr. Disrespect. Well, he got swatted. Last night, Dr. Disrespect was swatted while he was streaming. And a bunch of people on Reddit are saying the reason why Dr. Disrespect is getting swatted is because he threatened to dox stream snipers. Not sure if that's the reason or not, but that's what people have been theorizing. Also in the news, KSI versus Logan Paul. This contract has not been signed. Yesterday on DramaAlert, we showed you DMs with KSI's manager saying that this thing hasn't been set up and Logan's team has just been ignoring them. But Logan Paul must have seen the DramaAlert from last night because he used that screenshot when I was talking to KSI's manager and he posted it on Twitter. saying this. I'm dead, bro. KSI and his manager, Stewart, are actual clowns, lying to the internet pretending they've agreed to 50-50. You idiots, you sent this morning. Does it look like 50-50 to you? You're all embarrassing to the UK. Stop dodging. Showing a screenshot of this contract where it says 100% of the net profits from the ticket sales from the UK event will be retained by KSI. Now, when I saw this tweet last night, honestly, I felt bad for Logan Paul because KSI and KSI's management said that they're offering a 50-50 split on this revenue, and the contract clearly says 100% of the net profits of ticket sales from the UK event will be retained by KSI. I honestly felt bad for Logan until KSI responded to that tweet. KSI tweeted out, Logan, stop twisting the truth to cause more drama. We agreed to 2 events, UK and US, and you have 100% of the US ticket rev. Do you actually want to fight, or are you just doing this for views? I'm not hiding anything. And then KSI posted a screenshot of the contract, but unlike Logan's tweet, things were not blurred out. And it says 100% of the net profits from ticket sales from the UK event will be retained by KSI. But below that, 100% of the net profits from ticket sales from the US event will be retained by Logan Paul. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Logan Paul just flat out lied. It's been 50-50 because there's 2 events. It also says both KSI and Logan Paul have the right to opt out of the rematch, the US event, within 90 days of the 25th of August. In the event that KSI opts out of the rematch US event as above, he forfeits 50% of his net profits from ticket sales from the UK event and pays them to Logan Paul. If Logan Paul opts out of the rematch in the US event as above, KSI keeps 100% of the UK net profits from ticket sales at the UK event. So what does that mean? That means that this contract actually is a little in favor of KSI. But why didn't Logan Paul just tell the truth and say that KSI has a little bit of an edge in this contract instead of just flat out lying? That makes no sense to me. KSI followed up on Twitter by saying this. You know the US event will be bigger, but I'll happily go 50-50 on tickets for both if it makes the fight happen. But then KSI's manager Stewart, he had enough and he put a time limit on this whole thing. He said 1700 UK time, a 24-hour countdown begins, Logan Paul. Chop, chop. Damn, the clock is ticking. Now, this morning, I reached out to KSI's management. I said, what's going on? Is the contract signed? Are we getting anywhere? And that's when Stewart said this to me. We've tidied up the wording on the contract, so there will be no doubt it's 50-50. Resubmitted it. One of Logan's team is now talking. Clock is ticking. Less than 24 hours to go. No signature will mean no deal. Deadline is a hard deadline. Damn! Now listen, okay? Deji is also pissed that this is not done, this deal's not done, and he doesn't even know if he's going to be fighting Jake Paul. In fact, today, he uploaded this video titled, Is This Fight Actually Happening? In the video, he said this. Roll it.
Alright, so the question I get asked so much, is this fight actually happening? KSI versus Logan Paul, Deji versus Jake Paul. And I'm going to give you an honest answer. I don't know. I don't know if this fight is even happening or not. Main reason being, Logan Paul's team, they're so unprofessional. They're the most unprofessional people our team has ever done business with. We literally hand feed them all the information and they still struggle to just sign a contract and be like, yes, let's do this. I think they're scared. I think they've realized how we are, myself and JJ. I think they know that they've really messed up. I think they're just trying to use this whole thing for views. Don't get me wrong, I am too. But
Jake Paul responded on Twitter by saying this. Logan Paul and Jake Paul's total reach is 91 million. KSI and Deji's total reach is 35.9 million. Really? 50-50? Now, what exactly does Jake Paul mean by this? He's saying that on all their social medias, if you add up all the numbers, that Logan Paul and Jake Paul are much bigger. But I think that's bullshit. This has to go by YouTube numbers because obviously the other platforms are easily bought it, easily manipulated. And look, dude, how many followers you have on YouTube is really how many people are watching your YouTube videos, and this is a goddamn YouTube event. So the other social medias shouldn't count. Let's look at just the YouTube numbers. Logan Paul and Jake Paul together have 31 million, and KSI and Deji have 28 million. So honestly, this is pretty goddamn fair. I mean, Logan Paul and Jake Paul, they have a little bit of edge. They're up by like 3 million total on YouTube, but that's not really that much in the big sense of things. And now for our final story. Bhad Bhabie, all right? She's going on this big tour, but she's on probation. She can't travel everywhere. There's restrictions. Well, guess what? Bhad Bhabie got off the hook. Today, TMZ is reporting that Daniel Bregoli, Bhad Bhabie, is out, no longer on probation. Guys, apparently she hired Tiger Woods' attorney, and they did some magic, and she's supposed to be like 5 years on probation, completely off with 100 hours of community service done. So congratulations, Bhad Bhabie. You better be good. You know, good. Like G-H-O-O-D. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the news. Are you not subbed here? Are you new here? You better sub with those notifications on if you want to keep up to date with all the news going on in the community, because we cover it right here on a daily basis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you slap a like on it. DramaAlert Nation now over 3,600,000 subscribers.